Okay, I think we have clearing for takeoff here.
We have an advertisement.
We do. What are we advertising today?
I don't know. She was sketching something. Are we at that 2-minute mark? Let's see. What's the countdown say? Can you move your head for
About
me?
2 minutes. Yeah.
Can I get you to move
Okay.
your head so I can do a time check?
Oh, I see. 143,
Okay.
142, 141, 140.
About 2 seconds, which is great. Much better.
Okay, and I don't think Facebook is wanting to cooperate today.
That's not unusual.
Press the live one more time. Come on, Facebook. And I hope everyone out there is looking forward to a fun bridge lesson today. Oops, sorry. 1 minute, 2 seconds if you're looking.
I am looking. I've got to get my 5-second voice ready.
I just wonder if the stream key is changing every day. I just, for whatever reason, will maybe on. And it should pick up in a second.
We shall see. Alrighty. I guess it must be close to that time. I can't really see.
You want me to be off the screen? I see what you want,
Shrink
Trace.
on
I
down
can
there.
do that.
Making my job difficult.
Oh my
Blocking
gosh.
me.
Okay. Hey, and look, it's coming up right on the time. So,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without further delay, welcome to Sensational Saturday, Hands of the Week.
wow, sensational Saturday.
Sensational Saturday, and we're going to be bidding and playing to win. Your host, Michael.
Green Ridge friends, Michael at BridgeHands. Welcome to happy, salacious, sexy
Salacious. I said,
Saturday. Well, it's got a lot of things going on. Anyway, I hope you're having a good day this afternoon, and it's beautiful weather here this time of year in Northern California, and I kind of almost wish I was right there over San Francisco today. Grace, you think we can take a bike ride
I
later?
think that'd be nice. Hi, John. Hi, Bernice. Good to see you both.
Good to have you here. Good afternoon. And happy Saturday for you all. John and I, we had a good work day this morning. We earned our time off for good behavior, I think.
You earned and burned the calories, huh?
We did do that, yes. And I'm never one for rose bushes. Grace loves roses. I'm okay with roses. I don't have to touch them, but we were in blackberry bushes today.
Oh, those are always pretty nasty.
Good community service. So, yeah, and speaking of service, we're going to have some good hands to look at today. So, okay, so here's the deal. It was a good week. I think I played about maybe 3 or 4 games and had 2 first and 1 second place. So at first I was like, okay, I might do some of these hand of the weeks. And I said, oh, I've got more than enough hands. And so I thought, what I'm going to do is focus on the hands that make a difference. So I think I actually have a slide for this here somewhere. Let's see if I can find that. Get rid of this screen, and there it is. And if I go full screen, excuse me just a second, we'll get this show going here. Slideshow, and from current slide, and if I hit the MSI laptop button and get my head down low. How low can I go? Here we go. How to bid, play, and win. Let's go ahead and see what this is all about. So, yeah, swing boards do matter. So what is a swing board? Well, if you're in duplicate bridge, there are some hands, some boards that will provide more opportunity. Let's talk about that.
This is starting to sound like a swing that partner around and around.
That's right. Do-si-do, don't
Do-si-do.
you know? Okay, so flatter hands. Yeah, if your hands have balanced shape, 4-3-3-3, 4-4-2, 4-4-3-2, 5-3-3-2, something like that, is that they're not going to be quite as opportunistic, if you will. So oftentimes you'll have the same result as other people. And there are certain lines of play that make a difference in inferences. If the opponents were bidding, if the opponents maybe took a long time before they passed or other things, we might make inferences on that. Maybe for the wise, maybe to our own peril. But what about imbalanced hands? Yeah, they are going to offer more challenges for good and the bad. So when you get a hand that is a 5-4-3-1 or a 5-4-2-2, a 6-3-3-1, hands that are more shapely, 6-5 come alive. Those are hands that you may do well, but guess what? The opponents may want to say something also if you are imbalanced. We'll get to that. So, yeah, hand evaluation becomes more important. And as we've talked about, and we'll continue to talk about, primary honors in your long suits are more important, or working honors, because now you're not playing a no trump. It's more likely you're going to be trying to get a fit with your partner in your major suit. Maybe you need your partner's help in the bidding. Maybe you don't. We'll look at some of those today. So, the bidding and play techniques, your strategies, your business acumen, your skills over time. We start to find out some things they just seem more intuitively, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But they're more critical, and if you have errors, well, it may not be quite so forgiving if they get repeated roughs on one of your long side suits. So, the opponents, yes, if we have a long suit, they are going to have probably a long suit. Maybe both of them do, maybe two suited hands. And we would love to have the spade suit, obviously the master suit. And then there's the law. Yes, the law of total tricks. So Larry Cohen popularized in a couple of his books the law. And we bid up to the number of cards we have in a suit with our partner. Your partner opens a week 2 with a 6-card suit. And you have 4 in that suit. They open 2 spades, and we have 4 spades with nothing else. We say 6 and 4 is 10. 10 is a book before we can start counting our trick. So if we bid to the 4 level, even vulnerable, we're hoping to get the better part of 8, 9, or 10 tricks. So that's what the law is about. And the opponents will use that at their advantage too. They know about these things. And then there's one that I don't speak about a lot, and I thought we should talk about a little bit today, because we're talking about how to get top boards, and what were some of the reasons where I have 4 boards that are up in the 90%. Not that you can always do that, but what are the things that make some great boards when you have these ones that are more imbalanced, or maybe you just play the hand better? What are some of the things? Well, table feel. Table feel here again is like what's going around with the table. What's the vibes you're getting? Why didn't they bid? Why did they bid? What's their issues before they make the opening lead? Those types of things. Be aware of that if you're a defender. Lady luck. Sorry, yes, there is some luck in this. Sometimes when you're both at the 4 level, do I go to the 5 level or penalize them? What's the vulnerability? And there are some things that they roll the dice. And so they open with 4 spades. Do you go beyond? Ostensibly, they have an 8-card suit. So maybe we're missing a slam. We have to take a look at some of our advanced hand evaluation and get a table feel. Do they bid sloppily, generally, and roll the dice themselves? Sloppily.
Is that a word?
I think it is now.
Are they sloppily?
Sloppy, and then there's sloppily. So, and then speculation. Yeah, sometimes we're just not sure, but do you want to roll the dice along with the opponents, or maybe before the opponents? The X factor. Grace, tell me about the X factor.
The X factor means you got that certain something special. You got that it.
I thought you were going to go right to the TV show.
I know you thought that. But it was based on the X factor.
The X factor, that's right, the X factor. You can't put your finger on it, and there will have another one that I think will kind of allude to it that we're going to talk about in a moment.
What's that word? You can't quite put your
finger? My head's kind of like needs to be going somewhere else.
That French word.
Oh, that. I'll have to think about it. That's a good word. The one that I go, yeah, that's right. That certain something. Je ne sais quoi or whatever, but I think that I can't quite get it yet. So give me to the end of the show and I'll remember it. So yeah, there are sometimes some unknown factors that some people have more of than others, and let's talk about that. How about Schutzpah, Grace? Schutzpah.
Nope,
What do you know about Schutzpah?
Schutzpah. I don't Yiddish.
It is Yiddish, yes. So I shouldn't say this. Forgive me for saying it, but let's take a look. If you're in the United States or aware of it, the two people are running for president. I think you would say one of them has more of these things, whether it's good or bad. Nerve, they're bold, they're brave, they might say they're brazen, they're fearless, and they don't worry so much about the feelings or looking silly or getting into trouble sometimes.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Yeah, chutzpah. It's a very interesting word, isn't it?
So you can have chutzpah's sycophants?
You could, some more so than others, but you can have it if you want it, if you own it. But if you own it, I sure hope you had a fallback plan, because when you get into trouble, it's not as easy to get out of trouble.
That is a truism.
Yeah, so at any rate, that's something to consider with your partner. Does your partner have the chutzpah? Do you? Should either of you have it? Is that bad for your partnership trust?
Don't be a chutzpah.
That's right. Yeah, there's some other words besides the one I put up here. Trust me on that. So anyway, we're going to be taking a look at some of that. And I don't mean to spend a lot of time on what you might say is the emotional side of the game. But hey, what got us into this game in the first place? I hope it wasn't just memorizing the odds or knowing about a two-way squeeze or something like that. There's a lot more to the game than that. So be aware is that the bridge has an emotional side. I think you should be aware of that this has a factor. And you can judge me harshly if you wish and see if I had some of these elements. Maybe I got lucky. Maybe I took a speculative bid. Maybe there was some X factor or table feel. We'll see. But I think the more you play, the better you get at these things. So if we're ready, I think we're going to go ahead and head for the table, Grace.
Let's go to the tables.
So I used to...
Hi, Walter.
Hey, Walter. Good to have you here today.
Oh, this is very important. He says that there is no C in the
Oh,
pronunciation.
that is so true. Where did I...
It's
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
Chutzpah. Yes.
Chutzpah.
It's not Schutzpah.
Chutzpah. Thank you.
Thank you for that,
very
Walter.
much.
I was going to say, I knew I didn't have it quite right. Chutzpah. Yes.
Chutzpah. I have to remember this one.
I'm sure I'm going to hear this come back to me. Yeah, probably so, honey. And I'm sure. Okay, I think I've got that. And if I can get myself in a little bit smaller room, and I think we're going to start off with hand number 9. So 9 through 12. Oh, before going there, here's a word from our sponsor. Not really. We're going to take a look at the results here before we get into it. So say, what happened here? So, okay. As I said, I had 3 games this week, and I thought I got too much for one day because I'm going to just share with you some of the top hands. So we're going to start off with the 12th, and you can see it was 70%, or if you will, 69.97 if you're a perfectionist. There were about 30 people, and so the next person was not that close, 63%, but hey, anytime you're in the 60s, you're very happy. So you can see there were between second and 6th place, they were all 60, 61, man. Pretty close pack there. Okay, so these are the hands.
Remove
and I'm
those
gonna
gray boxes, darling. Thank you, John.
Oh, thank you. I need to kind of clean this up there. I didn't realize it was going to cover that screen too. Okay, so here we go. It was 70%. First of 30, there were 30 people that were playing. And if we look at the people in second through... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I could go ahead and highlight here. I'm not going to try to highlight. But you can see that between second and 7th place is pretty close field in the 60s. So, okay, there's the 12 hands. This was a 12-board robot tournament. And we can take a look at, what happened to Michael on board 1 at 24%. Look at board number 4, 36%. If we have time, we'll get to those too. But I want to show you the boards that help to propel. Look at boards 9 through 12, a 96.5%, better part of 90%, 89, a 93%, and a 79%. So, obviously that was a factor to help propel me to first. So what happened? Was I just lucky, or was there something else going on? And why didn't the other players find it? What happened there? So I want to start off with 9 through 12, and if we take a look at board number 1, it was 4 hearts and north making 6. Why didn't I find the slam when others did? Same over there, number 4, 5 hearts plus 1. Were they taking risks, or did they have sound bids when they went there? Inquiring minds must know. So we're going to start off here, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the cloaking device there. And hand number 9 is where we're going to be going to. And hand number 9, north will be the dealer. So let's take a look. And our partner has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 4, 2, 1. And it is an opening hand. It looks like it's going to be a 1 club. But let's just go ahead and take a look at this hand. We should always think about a rebid before we make our first bid. 4, 5, 6 high, and 2 distribution for sure. Do you like the fact that you've got the Queen 10 double tennises? I hope you do. With the 9, does that make it better? Yes, it does. But we'll say 8 points for now. And on diamonds, we've got another 5. So 7 5s, 12. Yeah, we're going to open it. I don't know, in third seat, you might want to open it 3 clubs because somebody's got the hearts and the spades. But in first seat, we're just going to mind our manners, and we know we have a rebiddable suit. So we're going to open 1 club. To Easter, do you have a balanced hand? No, of course not. They have a 5, 4, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points with a 5, 4, 3, 1. Are you going to open that? With 11-point hands, I do. Well, but now we're overcalling it, aren't we? Are you going to overcall this hand? If so, is it going to be the spades or the heart? Well, I'm guessing you would go with your longer suit, right? And that's what the robot did. It says, I'm going to bid 1 heart. It is a shapely hand, isn't it? Isn't that what we talked about in the previous slide? I think so. So 1 heart. Okay, and I'm in the south, and what do I have? Well, sure enough, I've got a imbalanced hand also. I've got a 5, 5, 2, 1. Woohoo! Wait a second. Did my right-hand opponent show that they have 5 or more hearts and I've got 5? Wow. Well, you know that if we're in another suit, somebody's going to be roughing the heart suit pretty soon if we've got 10 or more between myself and my righty. But I do have 5 spades, so I do a double or do I bid 1 spade? And the answer is, you've got it. Go ahead and let me know. The answer is if you've got 4, you double. If you have 5, you bid it. Remember, when it goes 1 of a minor, 1 heart by the opponent, and you have 5, you show it by saying 1 spade. If you have only 4, you say double. And that's an important bid to have, an important agreement with your partner. If you don't talk to them, they should have this in the agreement. You think, well, that's just so basic. But yeah, it's pretty important that this does come up from time to time. So 1 spade for us. And by the way, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. We're kind of suspicious on what the minors are worth. But our partner did bid the club suit, so that's a good sign.
We've got 1 switch, 5, 4,
okay.
double.
Yeah, we don't want to double here. Double with 4. Yes, Sean, I got it. And with 5, we bid 1 spader. Excellent. So, okay, so so far so good, and we're going over to the west hand. And I'm thinking now we're in game values. I'm thinking, yeah, because remember, in the robot games, you will never have anybody with more points than you. They might have the same. They may have 12. But so far, my partner is open. I think they've got 11 or 12. The overcaller shouldn't have as many because, hey, I've got 12. So, okay, so west, what do you have? They have 5 points, and they've heard their partner bid 1 heart. You think you should go 2 hearts or something else? I bid 1 spade. I think you should just do what they did and pass. Okay, back to north. My bid is forcing, and 2 clubs, right? You're not going to reverse and bid 2 diamonds. You do not have that strong a hand. No. If this is majors or something, I don't know what you'd be thinking about. But I guess you could think about 3 clubs if you thought that it was that good a hand. But no, I might only have 5 or 6 points, right? I don't have to have the World's Fair for my hand. So just 2 clubs. Yeah, you've got the 12 to 14 point hand, a minimum, so just 2 clubs for now. East. You have no bid, your partner didn't say anything, and so it's back to me. Okay, now it's time to fish or cut bait. What are you guys going to do? Are you going to make a bid here of, well, you could pass, but you don't have chopped liver, small hand, with only like 5 to 7 points or so. And how many points you need to be in 2 no trump with your partnership? Remember, 23 or 24 points. You don't do it with 20, 21, 22. Remember, you need 21 just to make 1 no trump. You need to make another trick. You need another king or something. So, yeah, we do have enough to go to 2 no trump. And you've shown your 5-card suit by bidding 1 spade. So if you bid 2 spades, I'm sure going to expect better than a 5-card suit, especially Jack 9 5 times. And hey, we've got 2 heart stoppers. So you agree with me? Are you going to bid 2 no trump? I hope. I know that diamond suit. It's kind of like, what's that singleton king worth? And I have an imbalanced hand, but, I'm sorry, that's my best bid. If I've got the heart stopped and my partner has enough to open, it's got to have more than just clubs. So I've got a feeling they've got something in either the spades or the diamond, and they didn't want to support my spades. So, okay. So I'm going to go, let's see, at this point, after 2 clubs, and I'm going to bid 2 no trump. And Grace, you had a question.
Bernice does. She says, would bidding diamonds be asking for a stopper?
So if after 2 clubs I bid 2 diamonds, now that would show a second suit. So I would say I have 2 flavors. I have the spade flavor. This chocolate's a good flavor. And I have some raspberry flavor too. So it would show that suit, and it would tend to imply that, yeah, you're maybe interested in no trump. But I do not have that many. I would want to have 4 diamonds to make that bid. I wouldn't even do it with 3. Unless it was temporizing or something. But guess what? I could bid 2 diamonds and my partner could pass it. And I don't want my partner to be passing. So, no. I want to do an invitational bid here. And 2 no trump is invitational. So, back to north. What do you think the robot did or should do? 1 club, 2 club. You could bid 3 diamonds. I think that would be an overbid. It would be a reverse. It would be game forcing. And I'm only showing invitational values, which sounds like about less than 12 points, right? Or a bad 12. And so the robot should pass, in my opinion, but the robot didn't pass. Robot said 3 clubs. And I'm thinking, man, you are a hand hog. No, not really. But robot, who programmed your algorithm here? Yeah, if you had 7 clubs, I have no problem with that bid. But Michael, I had the 10 and the 9 of clubs, so I got a chance for repeated finesses, and yeah, you have 1 outside entry, the ace of diamonds, but I think 3 clubs is a little bit bold. But that's what the robot did, and it's up to me back in South, and I said, I'm glad I've got Jack Doubleton. If you're that good, I think we've got a chance. If you got a 7-card suit, buddy, I think they should have had 7 if they're going to rebid it twice. Or a really good 6, ace, king, queen 6 times, something like that. Okay, I'll call that like a 7-card suit. But I did 3 no trump, and I'm kind of like not so feeling so much chutzpah at this point in time. But, it seems to me like that's the best bid, and is this a match point game? And so I got the sense it's going to be a misfit, that the hands are not going to fit together particularly well, and we shall see when the opening lead comes out. And East, what do you think they're going to lead? Well, if they're a good partner, if they're riding together and they want to ride home, they better lead their partner's suit, unless they've got something else going on, and I don't see any suit they're going to set up. So their opening lead is, think about if this would be your opening lead. You heard your partner bid hearts. Are you going to lead the queen of hearts?
Goes with.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good lead, but they, oh no, we didn't hear that suit, and I've got 10, 9, 8 5 times. So, yeah, I think they should have done the heart. I think that if you look at it from East perspective, was that a very good lead director? No, with Jack 9 5 times. Guess what? I've got about the same, Jack 9 8 7. But over here, I guess they thought they had the semblance of a suit. They had a suit that did have an honor. I will agree, the 10, 9, 8 is a sort of a sequence, but So they thought, well, maybe they could help promote that suit. So, okay, East goes up with the, oh, I should show the dummy at this point, shouldn't I? I'll go from the first two hands perspective. So it was the 4 of diamonds, fourth best. And the top of a sequence would have been the 10. I know Barbara Seagram and some others say it's not that great a suit. You don't do it with a non-honor. But the 10, you could have led the 10, I suppose. Your partner may think it's top of nothing, though. Yes, Grace?
John says that the robot assumed South had hearts with no trump bid.
Yeah. Well, the robot should know that I have 2 heart stoppers, at least 1.5 stoppers.
You're definitely a heart stopper.
Oops, sorry. Don't mean to laugh so loud. That was very good, Grace. Touche. So, okay. So, at any rate, they go up with the queen in third, and I'm going to go take a look at the north-south, and we're going to have our plan. And it's just as I feared, is that we have a 2-suited hand with the majors, and our partner has the minors, and those are very tough to play in no trump because transportation is almost always a problem. Somewhere that matches with which. So, okay, I've got to, obviously I want to promote my project suit, the clubs. And we'll just see what happens. But I'm expecting some imbalances on behalf of the opponent, not emotionally, but otherwise. Okay, here we go. So I lead the jack, and it holds. And I see an 8 spot already from East. Okay. A 6 to the 9. And, okay. Oh, they're pitching a black card. That was sneaky. It wasn't a club, so, okay. So, that's a 6-4-2-1 then, isn't it? Yeah, 6-4-2-1 is on that club. So, okay. I'm not going to get all the clubs. Yes, Grace?
John says it's a club setup.
It's a club setup. Yeah, well, fortunately now there is one card that is really, I'm happy that my partner had. And what is that? Remember I talked earlier about entries? This 8 and this Ace of Diamonds. Isn't that a beautiful card? So I will be able to get back to that suit. But I may have some other things going on here because, you know, we have misfits. It's these imbalanced hands, but hey, this is good. We want a challenge. It can be good news or bad news. And so I just hope I can play this better than some of the other people that are stuck in my play. Some people are probably going to be in 3 clubs, you know, after 3 clubs was bid, say, well, okay, I don't have a lot of extras. I'll just play in 3 clubs. So I took a risk, didn't I, to go 3 no trump. And let's see if I can make some magic happen. I think it's going to take some. So, okay, the 9 wins. I play the ace. And I see heart. I play a heart. Okay. And here comes another club. Doesn't matter which one I play. They've got one left. It's a king. It was king 4th against me. Okay, so, and I see a diamond pitched by East. All right. So what are they going to come back in? What would you do if you were in the West? You tried the diamond. You got the queen out. Are you going to abandon that suit, or are you just going to continue? You can see, looking at the dummy, the diamonds are, uh-oh. It's the king and the queen are out, and there's the jack and the 10. And it'll take a while before I got to the 7, and I don't know if I have that many more entries to continue to play that suit. So I think it's spades, or well, I bid the spade suit, and so you say, don't want to break that suit. Okay, you want that queen to get a trick. You want to finesse it. So they decide a heart. Well, like John said, maybe you should have done that to start with. So they're going to play the queen of hearts. And that's good, you know, at this point to go ahead and unblock. And I win with the king. Yes, Grace?
John says, I don't know if you meant if or it, but did not lead hearts and then lead spades now?
It might be the right thing to do. We don't know. It's but you know, you're hoping that they're going to, maybe their partner's got the king and you've got the queen. So it's, the dice are being rolled, John. I don't think there's, you know, if you had pros at every table are going to do the same thing. So anyway, they decide to go to the queen now. And if they had, remember the robots don't signal that much. I guess maybe the algorithms, they figure the signals, they're not sophisticated to know enough things, and they'll probably give more information to the opponent. So, you know, remember they did pitch a low heart. And I don't think it was like odd even or upside down attitude or anything like that. So it's just a card. So, okay, they played the king, and I won with the queen. I won with the king. I maybe should have gone up with the ace, but I know they don't have too many because I know East had 5, and they've already done some pitching. So I don't want to play any more hearts, that's for sure. And I think I want to kind of end play them, like suicide finesse, where they have to lead into my suits. So I'm going to do something a little different than probably some of you might do. I'm going to just go ahead and play a spade. And it's won by the 10 over in the West. And now they've got to play it again, Sam. I'm giving them maximum of opportunities to make a mistake. I shouldn't say mistake, but to just make a guess that isn't the best guess. And so that's kind of my strategy. Is that chutzpah? Is it just table feel? Is it just a lot of years of play? I don't know. But I'm going to just see if this will work, and sometimes it may not. I'm hoping that they're not going to come back with more spades because I only have the jack 5 times initially, right? So, okay, so they're thinking, man, I guess I'll play another heart. And guess what? I duck it. Like, what? What is going on here? Why is he ducking it? Why didn't I go up with the ace? Because I want to get to the dummy. And I can't get to the dummy, but guess who can? Guess what happens next? There goes that 10 of diamonds up to my ace. I play the jack of clubs, or queen of clubs. I play the little club. I play the jack of diamonds. And I said, I didn't get the ace of hearts, but guess what? I made my 9 tricks. Oh, they had to come back in a diamond? Ooh, even better yet. So they got end played on it. So going back to trick 1, and we're going to let Gracie, you got a comment coming in. Let's take a look at all 4 hands.
Alrighty, and John says that the robot may switch suit.
That's it. Sometimes you just have to put that game face on and say, I'm cool, calm, and collected, and hope that the robot will help you. And that was what happened. So to review this hand, and we'll go pick up the speed a little bit, but first off is that, partner, you shouldn't have rebid 3 clubs. Yeah, you did have the ace, queen, 10, and 9, but no, it isn't worth saying it's a 7-card suit. You did have an outside ace of diamonds, I'll grant you that, but we should be playing in 2 no trump. Some people, I think, will probably be in 3 clubs. We'll take a look at the results by everybody else in just a moment. But if I had not kept the faith, baby, and just won that ace of hearts when they played the 8 of hearts, then there was no way I was going to make it. In fact, if they had switched to the spades, played the queen of spades, and then it was overtaken by the king and then the aces, that it wouldn't have been quite such a happy game. So, okay, let's take a look at that hand, number 9. Okay. There we go. So there were 3 of us that found 3 no trump and had probably a similar line of play. And then there were some 2 hearts in the east going down 3. Not bad. Down 3 vulnerable. That would get them, our side would be 90%. Oh, there's only one of them did that. Then the other one was only not as good a defense, only down 2. And then there were the 3 clubs, or the 2 clubbers. Some didn't. Wow, after 2 clubs, some people passed that. How about that?
John says that the diamond lead really helped.
The diamond lead was what was necessary. It not only helped, but it was the pivotal play. And then there were some in 3 no trumps, yeah, that went down 1, 2, and actually one person went down 3. So if you just want to use the brute force technique, your mileage may vary. Okay, well, I hope that gives us a good start. So let's kind of go on and take a look at some more hands. And I hope this gives you a good feel as far as some of these other factors that may not work for you all the time, but
that one,
go ahead.
That one was wrapped up in a bow, huh? John says it's a gift hand.
It was what do you consider a gift hand? You might say is that you always want to give the opportunities the maximum amount of guesses, and you want to have your partner the minimum amount of guesses. Well, your partner is the dummy. You know, they're just going to watch. You're the conductor. You are in control of the orchestra. Okay, so next hand. Let's see, and who is the dealer on this one? I don't think I wrote it down. I think it would be... One club, 4, 7. This looks like a different hand here to me. I'm not sure if I've got the right hand. I think I'm looking at the wrong hand here. Okay, I've got it. So it's opening by the east, and as you might guess, well, no, you might not guess this one. They went 2 spades. 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 distribution, 8, 9. The outside queen is 11. Yeah, I think I would do 2 spades, is because you don't have a singleton. You give me a singleton somewhere, and I'm going to, with the 11 point, I'm going to open this. I have a rebiddable suit, the master suit. But 2 spades, I think, is quite reasonable, and it's all vulnerable, if that makes a difference to you, but 2 spades. So let's put that there and get the show on the road. 2 spades, robot. Okay, to south. Well, I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 points, and a void. Yeah, you know my bid. It's going to be a takeout double, partner. Take it out. And when you have this type of a hand, you should be aware that if you have none, this might be the law of total tricks. You might expect the lefty to just, vulnerable or not, they just might throw a bid in, because if I don't have any, I'll bet you that lefty has some. And they have 5. So your partner's got 6, you've got 5, you got 11 in the suit. The law of total tricks, vulnerable or not, you're going to go for spades, I hope. So, okay, my partner in the north has 4, 5, 6 points and says nothing to see here. Well, 7 if you count the jack of diamonds, but I won't. So it is a pass. Pass. And do I pass or do I bid again? And if so, what will it be? What would you bid here? Well, you want to take your mouse and hover it over what the meanings of the different bids are, how the robot will interpret it, I suppose. If you don't have partnership agreements, you won't with the robot. But if you put it for a double, the robot says, I think that's for penalty. It's not for takeout. Sometimes you might be surprised, but this one, yes. I guess, on your convention card, you say, takeout doubles through blah, 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 what level. And I don't know if it's 3 spades for the robot or how it does it. But I made another double, and the robots and everybody else says all pass. So the auction passed out. It is 4 spades doubled. And now this is how good can you play? Because you're down 1, it's 200. You're down 2, it's 500. You're down 3, it's 800. It's a big difference on every trick. This is very important here. So when you have a long suit with a lot of top honors, it's more likely to get roughed, especially when the opponents have a big spade fit. But certainly I don't have like ace 7 times in spades, ace and out. I have ace, in diamonds. I have ace king 5 times. So I'm going to play the ace of diamonds and take a peek at the dummy. Remember, your robot partner is not going to signal you. So it's an 8. I don't know if that's encouraging, discouraging. It's just an 8, Michael. Just get over it. Okay. So at any rate, I look at the dummy and I see a tripleton. So, okay, 5 and 3 is 8, and everybody else is followed. And it wasn't a big card by East. And is there something better to go to? Is clubs a good suit? Well, there's just a doubleton there. Is hearts? I could underlead my ace of hearts. I'll talk about that later. At any rate, I'll play the king. And now I see a jack, and I'm starting to feel a little better because my partner now either has the queen, and it won't be a rough and a slough, but it will be where they'll have to rough it in the dummy. So I'm okay, and hoping like my partner. Oops, I'm going to have to go back. I realize I'm not showing the dummy. Yes, Grace.
John says if they are 6-5 in spades, then they have 5+ in other suits, not with AK, a king.
Not with the ace king. Yes.
Ace king.
Yeah.
Duh. I knew
king.
this.
Yeah. Okay. So at any rate, I'm looking at the dummy. Sorry I didn't show it to you initially, but nothing really to see there. My partner has now played the jack, so I see a tripleton in diamonds, and I'm not sure, but when I see a jack, my partner is either going to have the queen or they're going to be roughing it. So I'm okay. And if you're playing lead directing, I guess you could play either the 10 or the 6. But at any rate, I have played the 10 of diamonds. And yes, it was a queen tripleton. So they were 3-3. And that's always bad when you're the declarer and you got 3-3 and don't have a primary honor. So my partner roughs in. Good. Okay, so far so good. So if we can get some tricks in the rounded suits, clubs and hearts, we're going to be in good shape. So from the North's perspective, what do you want to play here? A trump, a heart, or a club? And a club, which one? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to think about this one. This is something worth
Okay.
talking about.
So 10.
Shh. I know you want to do the Jeopardy
Ding,
thing. I know.
ding,
No.
ding,
Don't do that.
ding,
Don't.
ding.
No pressure.
Okay.
Okay, John. See you later.
Thanks,
It's
John.
going to be under leading the ace of clubs. And why is that a good play? Well, the reason is because unlikely it's going to be a singleton king, and you might be able to finesse something from east. So oftentimes that is a good play. Or you don't want to lead the heart. It's got king jack there. You want it to be guessing towards you. So, okay, the robot I think did a fine play of under leading the ace. Okay, and I won it with the queen. And I think, okay, they didn't win the ace, so they don't have it. So my partner, ergo, has the ace. So now it's up to me. Do I want to play the ace of hearts? Do I want to underlead the ace and give them a guess on who's got the queen? Or do I want to continue clubs? And I thought, it could be a singleton queen by east. I know they had a singleton queen of diamonds. I don't think they would do that, but I just took the safe way, and I played the king, and knowing my partner has to have the ace, right, or else east would have played it. So, okay, they both played, and now do I want to do the heart? I'm still like a little bit tentative, so I play a third club, and I get a rough and slough. Well, that wasn't what I wanted, but that's okay, because I think that as long as they've got a doubleton heart, we're in good shape. So they play another heart, and my partner wins it with a 10. So, okay, that is it. The game is over, and let's take a look and see how we did. That was number 10. Okay, 4 spades down 3, 800. I like 800s, and we got 90% there. So there was maybe a handful or more, about 7 of us that got that. Some were 5 clubs in the north. Not a bad result, 600, but not as good as the 800s. And then there's some 4 spades down 3, not doubled. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you had a bunch of honors in one suit and it was really long, I'd say not to double.
Got cards there, honey.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, I think
You're
that you need to double that contract, or you're going to get the 45% there. And some people didn't even set them by 3. So, okay, and some couple went to 5 diamonds down 3 our way. So I hope that helps. And so far so good. And we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. I think that is coming up with board 11. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I think I'm going to show all 4 hands, just kind of keep this moving. And it's going to be One Heart by moi. I have a beautiful 6-3-2-2. Look at that, ace, king, queen 6 times. Very nice. And so One Heart. Do you think they should go 1 spade with ace and out? No, they don't. My partner then bids 1 spade. Over in the east, would you bid 2 or 3 diamonds? You might think about the vulnerability, all vol in this hand. Well, the robot says, it doesn't bother me. I'm doing 3 diamonds. How about that? I think I'd like king, queen, jack or something, but a little bit of a frisky bid if you ask me. They have some chutzpah, Grace, chutzpah. And so it's back to me. Okay, so 3 diamonds. Well, I only had a double 10 of spades. My partner may only have 4. So, but my hearts is pretty good. So my suit quality, well, I have 9 and 2 distributions 11. But more than that, I have 3 top honors and 6 long. 6 plus 3 looks like it equals 9. Therefore, it's a semi-self-sustaining suit. And you know that unless you've got Jack fourth against you, you're in deep clover, as I like to say. So, yeah, I don't see I have any losers in the hearts as long as my partner's got a singleton, maybe just one, if I have 4 against me. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to say, well, how many losers do I have? My partner's got at least 6 points, right? Right. So, yeah, I've got 1 loser in diamonds, maybe 2 losers in spades. My partner's bid that suit. That's 3. And I only see 2 losers in spades, or clubs. I think my partner should have something in that suit. So, yeah, with 4 or 5, maybe even 6 loser hand, I'm going to go. So, uh-oh, I just lost my digitizer pen pad. I can use my mouse for a little bit here. So, okay, so it's 4 hearts in the south, and the opening lead is, didn't lead that singleton diamond. Why did they not lead a singleton diamond? Huh. Anyway, they played, oh, I see what they're doing. They heard the 1 spade, and they had 5. Maybe they're thinking it's going to be a ruff. I false card my Jack of spades, or I just unblock, whichever we want to look at. Give them a little guess there. Okay, they play that diamond, and oh, what do you think about East not splitting the King, Queen of Diamond honors? Well, there was Jack third in the dummy. I think you should have played the Queen, but I don't know if you thought maybe I had a singleton ace, but I went with a 10 spot. Yes. Okay, here we go. The hearts. 1 round. 2 rounds. And is it 3-3? No, it's the typical 4-2. Okay, so we know we're going to want to try a club finesse at some point. Or, oh, no, we can just pitch some. Right, the ace and the Jack of spades. I played the Jack of spades. So, okay, let's go ahead and sometimes rule of 1. They got 1 trump and I'll let them play it when they want to. But no, this time my transportation, I'm going to let them take it. And now, East, now you go up with the King of diamonds. You should have played the King or the Queen before. Okay, so at any rate, there's the spade up to my King and the Queen, and I'm pitching a club. Thank you very much. And I think the 10's good because I discarded the Jack earlier. I played it. Okay. And I don't need to try doing a finesse because I only have 1 left. And I'm good to go. So we have 8 and 3 is 11 tricks. So, okay, I don't know if you have any questions there, but if not, let's just go ahead and take a look and see what that produced. 93%, and I'm going to go downstairs. I dropped my digitizer pen.
Uh-oh. See you in a few. All the way down there. That's a long way.
He's back.
There he is.
I'm without my tools, Grace.
Here's Michael.
Okay. So I'm taking a look at it here. Yeah, 93%. Man, it's going to... What did I hit? A wrong button. This is going to be a pretty good ending. If I... Board 12, you never know. They're always... a distributional or something's usually odd on board 12. That's just the way the hands are dealt. You wouldn't see that in a club game or tournament, but okay, so there were 5 of us that did that. There were a lot of them in hearts that just only made game, and sadly, wow, there were quite a few of them that were down 1, weren't there? So, I haven't looked at their hands. I don't know if I have time to do in the timing. We might come back, but at any rate, so, and there's 1 and 4 no trump. Well, it did turn out it made it, but with a 6-card heart suit, I don't think that's where I'd want to be. Let's just go ahead and take a look at that, though. That kind of has me a little bit amused. Yeah, you've only got 1 stopper in diamonds. I don't know how you'd be in 4 no trump. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, all right, so we're going to go on to number 12 and see what we've got to finish up with here. And okay, number 12, and this is going to be an interesting finishing hand. I think you will agree. Okay, so my partner This passed by West. Wow, 6511. Look at that in West. I don't know what else you would do with that hand, but that is not a hand with 3 queens, 1 being a singleton, to make a bid. But as soon as somebody makes a bid, you want to come in later with an unusual 2 no trump or something. So, okay, so there I'm starting off with a pass. And my partner goes 1 diamond with a 6-3-3-1 in pretty good diamond suit and some outside kings, primary honors. And over by the east, nothing to see there. They pass, and I'm saying, well, 7, 8, 12, 16 points. Oh, and distribution and spades for sure, 17 points. Man, I've got some interest in slam there. So, but just betting 1 spade. Even if I was playing strong jump shifts, I don't think I would go 2 spades. I would need a better suit than that. I'd need a 6-bagger or ace, king, queen 6 times if you're doing strong jump shifts, which says this is the trump suit, partner. And with spades, sure, our major. But no, this is just bid 1 spade. Let the bidding, was it like let the bidding breathe, honey? I don't think I've ever used that word before.
Let the bidding
Breathe. Yes, leave some oxygen.
Like?
That's it. Okay, so back to north. What do you think my robot partner did after hearing 1 spade? With the singleton, of course. They didn't do 2 diamonds. They did 3 diamonds. Well, let's take a look at their hand. We say it's 7 plus 2 distribution. There's another 4. You got some tennises there. And there's another 3 and a singleton in my suit. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I think it's probably a 3 diamond bid. You're interested in 3 no trump with that nice diamond suit to promote it. So I'm okay with that. So I hope if you have a hand like that, that it would go the same way. 1 diamond, 1 spade, 3 diamonds. And what now? Man, what do I want to do with the south hand here? I'm not going to do any minor wood bids. I don't think the robot's playing minor wood business, and so that's not it. If you are, I guess 4 diamonds would be, say, partner, tell me about your aces if you're playing minor wood. Otherwise, you got to do 4 no trump, and the response is probably going to be beyond 5 diamonds anyway. So, and I'm going to let my spade suit go. I do have a 10 doubleton. I wish I had a nicer honor, but maybe partner does in the diamond suit. Well, I'm going to go 6 diamonds. Don't know. And is there some risk in this? It's not a perfect bid. I suppose some of you might be thinking is Q bid. Q bid, Michael. So after 3 diamonds, I couldn't bid 3 spades. That wouldn't be a Q bid. That would just be rebidding my suit. I could do 3 hearts. Oops, excuse me. 3 hearts or something like that. But no, I'm just going to go, not make it a convoluted auction. I'm going to go 6 diamonds and hope that's the right flavor. I know my partner can't have more points than I. You wouldn't know that in a face-to-face game. But in the robot game, I do know that information. I'm going to use it. So, okay, the opening lead is going to be by East. And you're thinking, man, I am so happy that I've got King 9 4 times in diamonds. And by the way, watch these spot cards. Spot cards are critical here. And they lead a 6 of spades. Not necessarily high-low, not with a robot, you never know. So, okay, I'm playing it. I get to sit around in the north side. I got to remember, the south side is the dummy. The robots can see the south hand. And for your convenience, I will circle it. Okay, in some other online games, they actually switch the hands around, but not on bridge base. All right, so 1 the king. So I've got a rougher do something about 1 of the hearts there. Man, I don't have a 2-way finesse on the clubs, so I'm going to have to finesse towards the queen of clubs being in west, I hope. I'm going to have to go a club to the jack. But man, I've still got that, yeah, the heart. Okay, so I've got my work cut out, don't I?
You do.
And even the diamonds, A lot of you may want to go up with a 10 of diamonds to start, but maybe that 10 of diamonds is important. So watch how I played it, and we'll see if I got lucky or did well. Okay, so the king of spades is out. I think I'm going to have to pitch one of the dummy, excuse me, not the dummy, one of the norths is the declare. I'm going to have to pitch one of the hearts on that ace sometime. I hope that wasn't a singleton coming out. Well, I had 5-1, so I'm hoping it's at least a doubleton. So, okay, anyway, I'm going to play the ace of hearts first. Unblock that singleton. And the robots see what's going on. And now I do play the ace of spades. I'm holding my breath, and whew, yeah, maybe that was a high-low signal. We're just not sure. Anyway, that was good. So I'm going to play the diamonds. And if you play the 10 of diamonds, which might sometimes work, but if they're 4-1 against you like they are here, you might be sorry if you played the 10 of diamonds. So I'm going to start with the 6 of diamonds, up to the jack, and it was the ace, or king. It was offside, doggone. But as I look now, I'm sure glad I didn't start with that 10 of diamonds. You know, I can get back to the south hand and the ace of clubs. And at any rate, okay, they won the ace. So they come back in a diamond, and there's, look at Old West. These robots are so good. They know how to follow color. So it puts a heart on. So it was 6-4, 2-1. Man, I'm glad I kept that 10 of diamonds. Okay, so at any rate, at this point, I got to see what's going to happen on clubs. I think I'm going to not start with the ace of clubs. I'm going to go with a low club. A low club to... Ooh, the queen came out right away? What's up with that? Well, it turned out it was a singleton. Okay, ace of diamonds, and then the queen of diamonds. Thank goodness I saved that 10 of diamonds. And another diamond, and we're home free. There's the heart. The clubs are now good. And back to the ace. And then there's the diamond. Okay, so we... were we lucky? Well, there might be a bit of it. Let's take a look at it. So after I heard 3 diamonds, and I've got like 15 plus 1 distribution in this spade suit, it could be promoted. I could do a finesse, or I could do a roughing finesse. 2 ways to play that one. But don't play finesses if you don't need to. You know, if you don't need those tricks over there, unless you have nothing else going anywhere else, play it straight. So I'm going to play my ace of hearts. And then I'm going to try roughing a heart, I suppose, is one way to do it. Or the other way would be play the ace and the king. And that was what I did to get rid of one of those. So at any rate, that was kind of a fun hand. And I think that we actually have about a couple minutes left on the hour. So what I'll do is I'll show you hand 1 and 4, just to show you where... I wasn't really happy with the way the robot bit it. Or maybe it was me, because there was quite a few people that had a better result than me. So, hey, I'm always willing to learn. So this is one where we didn't get to 6 hearts. And I don't know if I wrote down the auction here. But the robot didn't provide much encouragement, and so I didn't go on to slam. And sometimes the robot will bid a little bit oddly. But let's look at the hand evaluation from the robot's hand perspective. And so let's see, hand 1, I guess I would be the person to bid first. I would be in second seat, and it would be a pass by the other. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16. Yeah, I'm going to go 1 no trump all day long. So 15 to 17. North, I expect better than what you did. Obviously, starting off with 2 diamonds, or better yet, 4 diamonds, which is a Texas transfer going to 4 hearts. But they just did the 2 diamonds, so okay, 2 hearts. And then I can't remember what the bidding was next, but my hand, once I opened 1 no trump, I'm no longer in control. The captain now becomes in the north seat. And the captain steers the ship, because you know exactly my hand. So at any rate, we did not find a slam on that one. Okay, the next one. And maybe they opened at one diamond at some other tables. I don't know, but I'm going to open at one no trump. And I think most of you, I hope, would too. And number 4, missed a slam there also. I think we ended up at the 5 level. And you can see I've got this great heart suit again. And I've got 2 outside controls, an ace and a king. Remember that hand number 12, my partner had 2 kings and a jack on one of the suits, the clubs. So, yeah, I think my partner bid a little bit reticently, because if I've got, big hand, I'm jumping in hearts, is that when they have the jack third, then that jack becomes a really nice card. And look at the spades, really good spades there, and the diamonds, great suit, and a singleton club. Oh, and I think the way the bidding went after there was some key card bidding, and I think they did bid a club suit saying after above the 4 level, saying they had the king but didn't have the ace. So, but I've got my tripleton here. So let's take a look at the losers in my hand. I'm going to say none in hearts, 1 in spades, 1 in diamonds, I guess, and 3. That tripleton, remember we saw the opponents with tripleton that time where they started off with 4 spades on board 9, I guess it was. That killed them. So I do have a 5 loser that unless my partner can help a little bit, I'm not sure that they had as strong a hand. So at any rate, I do have some more hands that are on... oh, I hear myself, my echo there when I took the earpiece off. So anyway, I will have some more hands that we'll be talking about next Wednesday. We'll go through more than just those 4, but I hope you enjoyed that. And so I guess the point is, if we went back to... There it is. These factors. I'm going to go back to the other screen. And maybe we'll just kind of hide myself for just a moment. Okay. So when you get these swing boards, these are some of the things I'd like you to think about, especially the latter is, the law of total tricks. And, what is your X factor? Are you rolling the dice? Do you have some table feel things you can? Are the chutzpah, is there some things that maybe you want to give the opponents some guesses, as you saw in that first, or that hand where I was in 3 no trump and had, terrible transportation, where they bid 1 club, 2 clubs, and 3 clubs with only a 6-card suit. So, yeah, there is some risk and reward in this game, as you know, and that's kind of what makes it fun. It's not everything is 100% guarantee, or it would get kind of boring after a while, wouldn't it? So I hope you enjoyed the show today. Thanks for dropping by BridgeHands, and if you haven't already and are wanting to consider it, we do have the online memberships now at Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/BridgeHands.
And if you enjoyed this show, make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. We appreciate that.
And that's true. Good point, Grace. Yeah, we like to have people be able to find our lessons here at YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, that's right. We have Facebook here too. We keep on forgetting. I don't know if I saw any comments come in today, but yeah, people will look at them after the fact. So these
Thanks,
lessons
Bernice.
are happy. So who was that?
That's Bernice saying good lesson. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Bernice. And good luck with your bridge up there. I know that it's getting to be coming to the winter. It's going to be a while before we start to see it, but I'm sure your climate is changing, and hopefully your cool kitty up there and going to dress warmly. But, these people from Canada, Grace, they are good bridge players, because in the winter,
Oh, I know that.
they don't have a lot to do necessarily. No, they do. But it's like I always say, don't play foosball against people from Canada, because they will wax you. They're good. And I hope your bridge is going that way also wherever you're at, and that who knows with the COVID-19 what's going to go on there, but playing online, or hey, just getting brushed up on these lessons, I hope it's useful for you. So as always, thanks for coming by BridgeHands, and I hope you have a great day playing bridge. Happy trails to you.
Happy trails.
Until we meet again, peace out. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Happy trails to you. Come on, Grace, join in. Until we meet again.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.